Today, technology is affording us more opportunities than ever. And we're going to look at the advantages of mass text marketing right now. If you're not using text messaging or mass text messaging in your marketing, you may be missing the boat. It is affordable, it's targeted, it has a super high open rate, it is immediate, and it's automated. Text messaging and mass text messaging can really be affordable. Now, I'm not familiar with all the price plans of all the different platforms, but LiveComm.com is a sponsor of this episode, and one of the reasons I like LiveComm is because it's one of the most affordable texting, mass texting platforms out there. So you can use this platform for about 2 cents for every text message recipient. So, if you're mailing out 1,000 people, you're only paying 2 cents per person to get a direct message that has a very high open rate to them. Also, you can make recordings through LiveComm, and LiveComm's only charging like 2 cents per minute for a recording. If you're archiving phone conversations like most of the platforms, including LiveComm, you can click on a button that whenever there's a conversation on this phone number, then it's being recorded and archived. That's 2 cents a minute. I believe that that's one of the least expensive rates in the industry. At least it was last time I researched it. And it was cheaper by a long shot, sometimes by double. So it's very affordable to use mass texting and texting. Another reason why I like using mass texting and the smart phone numbers that have text distribution lists attached to them is that I'm collecting cell phone numbers from people who are calling me for specific reasons. They're essentially raising their hand and saying, I'm interested in what you have, here's my phone number, and you can text me if you want. Okay, so what a great prospect and what a great way to collect prospects and be able to communicate with them. This is a direct hit. Once I've collected or made the list, or the list has made itself through automation, when I decide to send out text messages, it's a direct hit. I'm not shotgunning out hoping someone in this pile of prospects is interested in my product. Every single person on this list has raised their hand and told me they're interested in this product. So for 2 cents per text recipient, I can hit a person who is definitely interested in what I have. That kind of affordability and that kind of accuracy is a winner all the way around. Now we're going to talk about a third benefit. There can be a direct response from these advertising efforts. Because there's such a high open rate and people notice their text messages so immediate, there can be an immediate response. Let's say you own a pizza parlor. And you've been delivering pizzas to houses for a long time, and you've set up your advertising so that they have to use a smart number to order a pizza for delivery. So now you have all these people in your distribution list that have been ordering pizzas from you. But let's just say for some reason, it's Monday night, it's 7:30, and there's no pizza orders coming in for delivery, and you've got 3 delivery truck guys sitting in the back, smoking a cigarette because they don't have anything to do, and you're paying them. Maybe you just have to send out a text message to a percentage of those people on your list with a special offer. And who knows? You hit send on that special offer right now and it goes out to, say, 300 people. If they want a pizza, that phone's going to start ringing in about 30 seconds. I'm going to caution you not to send it out to all the 1,500 people that you have on your list, because you may get too many orders and not be able to fulfill them and make yourself look bad. Now, if the phone doesn't ring when you send out that special offer, guess what? Your offer isn't good enough. Make a different offer, a better offer, and send it out again. But either way, this mass texting opportunity is going to get those 3 guys that are smoking a cigarette out back, they're going to get them starting to deliver pizzas in about 45 seconds. In a minute, I'm going to tell you a story about why I have a 9 days on market record for the last 300 houses I've put up for sale. That is to say, the last 300 houses I've put up for sale were only for sale for 9 days before I had a contract. But first, I would like to ask you, if this is an interesting kind of conversation, if this is helping you or you think it'll help others, please hit that like button and let the world know that we're doing a good job. Also, please share it with your friends and neighbors. And of course, subscribe, because I'm going to be delivering this kind of content for the next year at least. So I have a lot to say and a lot of experience, and I'm going to pass it along to you. Okay, you ready for that story about how I'm averaging 9 days on the market with my properties? You know, forever I've been putting out signs that say seller financed home for sale and whatever the address, but I've been putting out these signs with smart phone numbers. And I've been collecting phone numbers from people who are interested in houses where the owner is offering seller financing, i.e. me. So I have about 5,000, 6,000 people in my lists, in my text distribution list of people I know called on those signs, inquiring about a seller financed home. So how I've managed to bring my days on market down is whenever my salesman has an appointment to show a house to somebody, let's say he has an appointment to show a house at 7 o'clock this evening, he uses LiveComm and his mass texting app to send out a text to everybody, all 5,000 people, that he's going to be at 123 Main Street at 7 o'clock to show the house. And if you want to come, go ahead and come. So all the time this happens. He shows up at 7 o'clock to show one person a house, and there's 15 people in the front yard. So now instead of showing the house to one person, he's showing it to 15 people at the same time, and there becomes this kind of competition. And that's why my down payments are up from 10% average to 12%, and why my days on market is even falling down now, but less than 9 days on market. It's because I'm creating a sense of competition among people and a sense of urgency, and people are moving on these deals because they know that it's not going to be around very long, because they can see how many people are going through the house. Last but not least, these mass text messages or regular text messaging can be automated, and it's also automated in its collection. These lists are growing, and your signs are collecting numbers, and your billboards or whatever your advertisement efforts are, they're collecting phone numbers 24 hours a day while you sleep. They're automated. It's great. So the automation is wonderful to tie in to all the things you're doing. It's a wonderful platform, and it's another way you can reach out and touch prospects. And we all know it's about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 touches that it takes before we consummate a deal. I would also like to thank LiveComm.com for sponsoring this YouTube channel. And because the topic was about mass texting and our sponsor is a mass texting platform, I thought it would be appropriate that I give away a PowerPoint on LiveComm, all the features that it has, what it does, what it costs, and a lot of the strategies that I'm using to be successful in the creative real estate industry. So check it out. Just go to 1000houses.com, scroll down the homepage, you'll see LiveComm.com PowerPoint presentation. Just click on it and you'll be right there with them in a matter of seconds.